I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy that we are legit 1 month away from the full release of Ninja Gaiden 4. Like, a game that I personally never would have thought would happen, if I'm being honest, because it seems like Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja on the action, side of things, they're more focused on their Souls experience with, like, Wolong and, continuing Neo, which I love a lot. And, given that, for all intents and purposes, Ninja Gaiden isn't popular, really. It's, out of all the character action games, it's really niche. Like, I love it the most out of all of them, but Devil May Cry, which I do love, and Bayonetta are way more popular than Ninja Gaiden. And for it to come back and Platinum freaking Games to take the helm with the development with Ninja Gaiden 4, I can't help but be extremely hyped. What is up and what's going on, everyone? My name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and since we are 1 month away from Ninja Gaiden 4, I decided to make a, why I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden 4 video, where I'm just going to cover, what I'm looking forward to on the gameplay side of things, why I'm interested in the characters, the character designs, the story this time around, some gameplay changes and a little backstory and whatnot of my history with Ninja Gaiden throughout the years. It's just I'm like, this is like a once every like 4 to 5 year game for me, where I'm like super omega uber hype, where I'm like rewatching all the gameplay trailers and trailers in general like once or twice a freaking week like a mad person, but I can't help myself. So yeah. So if you guys like what you saw doing this video, leave a like, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter on Blue Sky at Beta BAY2H. I got donation links in the description down below, and as a pinned comment in the comment section down below as well. And with that being said, let's get started on why I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden 4. First, a little context and backstory. I remember once when I was a boy and watching G4 TV, I saw the hosts Adam Sessler and Tomono Itagaki, the creator of Dead or Alive and the main man who revived and brought back Ninja Gaiden to the modern 3D space, showing off Ninja Gaiden Black, specifically the Aqueduct level, where Ryu was fighting the giant electric worm and he was doing the flying bird flip and coming down on it with a heavy attack. Oh, and sorry, I couldn't find any footage of this, like for the damn life of me. I searched and searched and searched, but just couldn't find anything. Like, I hope I'm not tripping and making this up. I was like 5, 6, 7, because I see a lot of OG Ninja Gaiden 2 G4 gameplay on YouTube, but not Ninja Gaiden Black though. So if you remember this, let me know in the comments or tweet/blue sky me to let me know I'm not crazy or anything. Anywho, little itty bitty Malcolm Beta thought that looked really cool and badass. I mean, we were at the height of OG Naruto on Cartoon Network, man. Ninjas are cool and will always be cool. They always have cool outfits, weapons, ninpo, ninjutsu, everything else under the ninja tree. Ninjas are cool. And if you play a game or watch an anime with ninjas in it, it instantly makes it about 50% more cooler. Facts. I even bought myself a replica dragon sword for like $30 a decade ago, and a few months after that, broke the hilt by accident because I'm that dedicated. Facts. So anywho, yeah, I wanted to play that, and luckily I have a brother who's 9 years older than me and a gamer, so he either bought it from GameStop or Hollywood Video or Game Crazy, or I just asked the guy who worked at Game Crazy to let me play it on one of their TVs for hours and hours while my mom freaking waited out in the car for me. Look, like I said, I was 5, 6, or 7 when all this shit happened. Hell, I have clearer memories of me going to freaking the Pizza Hut gas station after school in kindergarten. During one of those moments, I fell in love with Ninja Gaiden. Fast forward to 2008 or 2009, and I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 2 and loving every moment. Waking up 2 hours before I had to go to intermediate school for like weeks or months trying to beat the Archfiend, which is really funny actually, because replaying Ninja Gaiden 2 for my YouTube channel back in 2017, that freaking boss is legit one of the easier ones in the game. But as a kid, he was my Millennium and I had to solo him. Fast forward again, it's early 2011. I'm in high school and IGN just uploaded a video called Ninja Gaiden 3 official teaser trailer. That teaser showing off Ryu brutally cutting down a person, then slowly taking his mask off. And before we see his face, the video transitions to an unmasked E3 2011. Boy, was I hyped. But man, when March 20th came with my Gamefly disc of Ninja Gaiden 3 and me taking time off of school to play this, let's just say tears of sadness and anger rolled down my face for how catastrophically bad Ninja Gaiden 3 is. And no, even though Razor's Edge's gameplay is amazing and the best in the series so far, it still doesn't even make it like a 6 out of 10 okay game. That shit is still freaking mediocre. Goodness, I guess I know how OG Bungie Halo fans feel with Halo 4, 5, and Infinite. You know, it was when Gamescom Open Not Life happened, they showed off the story trailer for Ninja Gaiden 4, you know, Ryu running towards the Dark Dragon, Yakumo, his new assassin tool weapon, you know, seeing some more of the characters and the bosses we're gonna have to be fighting, you know, the different level, you know, the different level designs, the tone of Ninja Gaiden 4. And that's why I kept, you know, after that trailer, I kept saying that, like, it's hard for me to put into words on how insanely hyped I am for Ninja Gaiden 4, because last 3D Ninja Gaiden game came out 10 plus years ago, OG Ninja Gaiden 3, but the last good 3D Ninja Gaiden game came out damn near 20 years ago. I'm not counting the remasters, so I'm talking about brand new, you know, brand new entry in the Ninja Gaiden franchise on the 3D side. I love Ninja Gaiden Rangebound. So that's 2008 OG Ninja Gaiden 2. I was still in intermediate school. That was like 5th, 6th grade. That was a year before OG Modern Warfare 2 came out. Like, that's really nutty. But, you know, with all the gameplay footage that's out there with Yakumo as the main protagonist, seeing a lot of Ryu gameplay footage as well, seeing the overwhelming positive previews of Ninja Gaiden 4, and reading and watching interviews with the main lead devs over at Platinum Games, and some at Team Ninja as well. For the most part, not everything's perfect, but for the most part, Platinum Games is really doing a lot of good justice for Ninja Gaiden, not only for the series itself, but for OG fans like myself, and bring in newcomers as well, which is really cool and dope. Okay, with that very long and unnecessary backstory out of the way, let's talk about the things I'm excited to experience in Ninja Gaiden 4. Number one, the most important Big Mama herself. No, not Sayori. I mean, not yet anyways. The gameplay. Like I said in my Lost Soul Aside rambling review that I recommend everyone and their pets to watch, gameplay is king in video games like Ninja Gaiden 4. Platinum Games, the devs who made games like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, one of my all-time favorites, and Nier Automata, are taking the lead on this, while Team Ninja seems to be taking a more advisory role, which when I saw that, I thought it was a perfect fit, since Team Ninja is continuing their Souls-like journey, and Platinum Games does character action pretty damn well. But can they do Ninja Gaiden action well? That's the big question, since that's an entirely different beast from what they're used to, and what a fair bit of games in this subgenre are. Games akin to Devil May Cry. And from what I've seen, with all the gameplay footage that's out there, yes, they're doing the Ninja Gaiden pretty well, because since they're not the OG dev team that made Ninja Gaiden Black through 3, I honestly did not want a carbon copy of those games. I want Platinum Games to put their own spin on things, but keeping that core legacy, that element of what makes Ninja Gaiden. That's obviously one of the reasons why I love the Halo games from Halo Studios. Keep it the core element, but do your own thing, so you don't live in the shadow of the old trying to copy them. In a big way, Platinum Games is doing this is with Bloodraven with Yakumo, where each of his standard weapons have alt versions that do more damage, range, and can all combo together with their standard versions. It all fits with his clan, the Raven clan. I mean, sure, it can look a little edgy, but I don't mind. I mean, I got Chidibio Brain, and that looks really freaking cool. And with our dearly beloved, our freaking big buff daddy boy, Ryu, has his Gleam form, which I mean, just freaking look at this thing. It's like 20 supersonic flying swallows, man. Plus his extended combos with just his dragon sword, true dragon sword. It's so freaking nutty, and I love it. And being able to do the true dragon sword UT from Ninja Gaiden Black seems like it's just a regular combo move for Ryu, not a part of Gleam. Like, dude, that's just so freaking cool. Like, I've also seen a clip that you could parry while you're in the air and whatnot, and the in-air Gillen 17th throw as well. Like, this is the type of modern innovation I wanted out of Ninja Gaiden. Like, sure, like, could a Ninja Gaiden 4 in 2025 still work if it play like Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge with the bosses and level design of Ninja Gaiden 2/Black? I mean, yeah, but I feel like these added tools for all intents and purposes just adds and enriches the gameplay of Ninja Gaiden so much. I just see it as a net positive. I mean, who knows, when the game fully comes out in next month, I could probably hate Gleam and Bloodraven, but from all the footage and previews I've seen and read, it's just like it's just a net positive and adds so much to Ninja Gaiden, definitely on the combo side, so you don't have to be, rely so much on defense a lot. I mean, of course, when you play on Master Ninja and whatnot, but that's really cool. I mean, speaking of that, like, again, Ninja Gaiden's gameplay is all about survivability over looking stylish, but it's just how it happens those moves and attacks look stylish and whatnot. And definitely when it comes to the bosses, I mean, I love Ninja Gaiden so much. Ninja Gaiden Black is one of my favorite games of all time. Same thing with Ninja Gaiden 2. But I have to say, one of the things I hate most about the 3D Ninja Gaiden games are the boss fights. Like, 98% of them really freaking suck. And having to slow down your playstyle, your gameplay to a snail pace to play so overtly defensive kind of sucks. But now with these additive benefits with Gleam and Bloodraven and whatnot, it adds so much to the aggressive nature that I love about Ninja Gaiden's gameplay without taking away the primary objective when you're fighting enemies: survive. Like, it truly seems like these bosses were actually made with this combat system in mind. I'm also happy that Essence is back from Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 for instant UT charges or for some healing, instead of the slow build up of bloody rage from Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Even bosses drop Essence when you get them down to half health, and adds that extra risk factor of should you use it to do some healing or do extra damage. I mean, 99% of us are going to go for that damage, right? Like, come on now. Also, still on bonus guard, which I'm happy for, because one, they didn't explain jack shit in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on how that even works, and it took me multiple playthroughs since launch of that freaking game and Brain Alert's video to actually figure out on how to actually do it correctly. And for two, enemies seem to be way less fucking grabby in this game. Also, weapon switching on the fly, same thing with Nimpo switching for Ryu. That's, in my opinion, a no-brainer feature, so you can be ready no matter the situation you're in without having to pause. Look, I know a lot of the stuff that I listed that I'm excited for when it comes to the gameplay side of things for Ninja Gaiden 4 seem more quality of life stuff, but it is, right? There's no need to change Ninja Gaiden's gameplay on a fundamental level. I mean, Team Ninja already nailed it 3 out of 3 times, right? With Black 2 and 3's Razor's Edge, even though I hate that game a lot, that gameplay of that game is freaking phenomenal, almost masterful in my personal opinion. And even though Ninja Gaiden has been MIA for a very, very long time, Platinum Games is still sticking with that combat flow state that Ninja Gaiden is very much so known for, but adding their own spin and elements on some things, like adding in all those quality of life stuff that I talk about, and of course Gleam for Ryu and Bloodraven for Yakumo, evolving Ninja Gaiden's gameplay and bringing it into this modern era of action games that we're in at the moment. Alrighty, with my thoughts about the gameplay out of the way, let's quickly touch upon the tone, some character design, some of the characters, and the overarching story. I'm glad to see the game filled with more personality and the dark, dangerous atmosphere that we've come to know and love from the first 2 games, instead of the generic and boring personality devoided slop we got in Ninja Gaiden 3. Like, Jesus. Even though the majority of the game takes place in this ruined futuristic Tokyo, there's still a lot more character here, which I appreciate. Evolving and keeping with the type of aesthetics we kind of had with Sky City Tokyo and Ninja Gaiden 2, which, man, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of broke my heart when we got to Ninja Gaiden 3, and it's just like, oh, look at this near futuristic setting with Sky City Tokyo and Ninja Gaiden 2. Here's Tokyo and Ninja Gaiden 3. I'm like, these are the same places? It's just Tokyo. Like, no offense, but it's just Tokyo. It's like Sky City Tokyo had so much more personality and character going on with it. And as for the characters themselves, I mean, our boy Ryu is looking fly and glorious as ever. His new upgraded, I'ma call it dragon suit, because it looks less Falcon designed this time around and more dragon inspired, looks damn dope. That giant X on his chest took me some getting used to. I mean, it looked like a windmill shuriken or like dual knives or daggers or something like that. But no, I guess it's just, you know, there because of the rule of cool, which, you know what, I gotta respect. Also, I hope we get to see his concept designs in the game, either through unlocking them or another way or something like that, because my god, they are glorious. D is my favorite, but they all look freaking dope. While Yakumo's design is giving me a lot of OC Sasuke Shippuden vibes, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I genuinely think his young Raven aesthetics fits with the overall futuristic setting that they got going on, and I do hope we get to see more of the Raven clan and all their fits and how they, you know, overall fit into the overarching Ninja Gaiden storyline with the other characters and how they compare to the Hayabusas and the Black Spider clan. And of course, Miss Baddie waifu herself, Sayori, the Dark Dragon Priestess for the Hayabusas. I mean, shit, boy, she's giving Momiji and Irene a run for their money. Like, damn. In general, the character designs from our main and side characters, even the enemies that we're facing from the Divine Dragon Order, what we've seen of the demons and fiends that are returning, it all just fits, which I'm a big fan of. They all have personality, they all have character. I just like what's going on. I'm also interested to see how the story and characters land. Ryu, who's unfortunately not the main protagonist that we're going to be playing as majority of the time, which I'm okay with. You know, I understand everyone and, you know, being upset since, you know, after the disastrous that was Ninja Gaiden 3, having Ryu to be on a, you know, better upswing from the get with Ninja Gaiden 4 would have been, you know, cool, but I'm fine with it now. But I'm interested to see how, you know, all this works out with him, since it seems like he's working with the Divine Dragon Order, one of the main enemy factions in the game. And we have Yakumo and the Raven clan with their plans that are in opposition of Ryu, and Sayori, who helped Ryu seal away the Dark Dragon. I'm curious what else they have up their sleeves with her character. She also seems to be more than just a poorly written damsel love interest that we've seen from the other female leads from the past 3D Ninja Gaiden games. Her interactions with Yakumo have been fun and charming to watch from the little I've seen. I really hope she's like a Lady or Nico from Devil May Cry for Yakumo. Alrighty, that just about does it for why I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden 4. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're hyped and excited for Ninja Gaiden 4 or you're not. Like, all the whys and why nots, let me know in the comments or tweet at me or blue sky me at BayTuh. Let's keep that discussion going for a month long. I mean, it's insane that we're almost here. We're a little, like, what, 3.5 weeks, 1 month away. It's insane. Oh, almost 20 years in the making. Hopefully the true sequel to Ninja Gaiden 2. I legit do have hope that Platinum Games is going to deliver us something like really freaking special. Like, I really do. But who knows? It could, you know, be terrible, but I doubt it. I really do, but who knows? I have hope. Like, I'm still rewatching all the gameplay trailers, all the trailers in general, and rereading all the interviews, like on a weekly basis, like to familiarize myself with everything with Ninja Gaiden. I'm like hopping on Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge to prepare myself with everything. Man, like I said, like, I haven't felt this way towards a game since Halo Infinite and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This, like, I get excited for games all the time, but this, on this level, this uber excitement, this uber hypeness, like, not like for a game that I've been clamoring for like over a decade, not on this level, not that often, like once every like 4 to 5 years. I actually still haven't finalized my game plan when Ninja Gaiden 4 comes out, if I'm going to do like a regular VOD walkthrough for my YouTube channel here, or I'm going to live stream my walkthrough. I don't know. I'm actually might like do my regular VOD walkthrough, then like after that live stream chapter challenge as Ryu Hayabusa to play it a second time, then do my rambling review for the game. Yeah, this seems like a good plan. Maybe send Master Ninja so you guys can see me get my ass whooped. My difficulty threshold for Ninja Gaiden is like normal to hard difficulty. So yeah, before I let you guys all go, just want to let you all know what I'm doing next on this channel. Going to be starting my Shinobi Art Avengers walkthrough in a couple of days. After that, hopefully, fingers crossed, I could get my hands on Silent Hill F. If not, we're going to be starting Ghost of Yote, which comes out next week. So really super excited for that game. That game looks freaking awesome as heck. You know, after that, we got Battlefield 6. We got Battlefield 6 and the Black Ops 7 multiplayer beta, which I'm more curious than excited for that. More excited for the story part of Blob 7. And yeah, then we're going to be going towards, like, balling towards freaking Ninja Gaiden 4 and the Outer Worlds 2. So yeah, still have lots of content content coming out now to the end of 2025, y'all. Make sure you're subscribed, have that notification bell turned on, and make sure you set those notifications to all so you don't miss out on anything I post to this channel. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, thank you for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe, share. I got, my socials, Baytuh on Twitter and on Blue Sky as well if you want to follow me there. Donation links if you want to support me further, completely optional, in the description down below, and as a pinned comment in the comment section down below as well. And with all that being said, we are almost here. Ninja Gaiden 4.